up?
Lisa, I'm John.
John, nice to meet you. And your name?
I'm Charlie.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Good to meet you.
Can we interview?
Good to meet you, Charlie.
Interview
Can we get an interview from you?
He's probably one of the most staunch Republicans in the county.
That is a fact.
And I'm one of the most staunch Democrats. So what are you looking for?
Staunch
We
Democrat?
want to interview you and see how you feel about this weekend.
About what?
This weekend.
This weekend?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Well, I haven't been here very much, but I don't know how you do it.
Well, you're
better
here
than-
now.
I don't know how you could have any more town spirit than we've got right here.
I could agree.
I love it. Yes.
I met the mayor. You guys know the mayor?
Yeah.
Lester? He's a gentleman. He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah.
I was impressed. That
But
says,
you guys are really, what are you interviewing
We're just
for?
interviewing to see what you guys feel about the
What are you
weekend.
connected to, though?
this is the first time I've been to
It's-
Diagonal Tractor Truck Pull.
It's his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's what?
It'll be on YouTube.
channel?
It's I do a mental health awareness group. And I
Yeah.
cross-applied it to YouTube. I'm just basically trying to demonstrate for people that you can approach a stranger and talk to them, and most people won't shoot at you.
Well,
Yeah!
we are both into the spectrum, but we are not going to shoot at you.
That's comforting.
Wow. He threw you under the bus there, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, seriously, for the community,
Yeah.
there's no place that I ever been, and I've been to a lot of places. I've been probably more places than
Oh yeah,
than he's
because I've
I
been
mean,
pretty much tied here in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Got married early?
Now I got married late, but I went to college and I came back here.
Oh, nice.
See,
It's the second person that's told us something similar.
And I was raised in Illinois. I
So was
left.
I.
I lived in Seattle in the World's Fair for years. I lived in Missouri. I've lived a lot of places, but I'll tell you what, when it comes to this here, right here, for this weekend, there's no place you'll ever go that you'll get more entertainment for less money.
Yep.
Really, the only thing that you get charged for is if you eat something.
Yeah.
And if you eat something, you're going to find that you get a damn good price, but you get pretty good food too for the price. And that's the reason this place is fogs full. Is because
And the thing is because two people like you can stop, I and Charlie here in the street, and we're
Interrupt
going to
you.
stop and talk to you
Yeah.
and
That's awesome.
not
That
say,
is.
oh,
I
hell,
love
you
it.
got, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is our community.
Yes.
And
I'm liking it.
And it's 100% authentic. And that's the reason that we have so many young people coming back into our community.
Yes. I agree. Wholeheartedly.
hey, one other thing you ought to
Wholeheartedly.
know about this
Thank
community.
you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
This has probably got one of the strongest school systems that you're getting. Now, you don't find very many schools in a community this size anymore. On kind of they root 'em
Smallest
out.
school in Iowa.
Yeah.
And the town's 100% behind it.
The fact is, there's still as many acres to support it around it as there ever was. The tax base is really cheaper here than it is in Mount Air, which is the only other school. The Mount Air school system has went in and tried to get all the rest of, and in fact, they have got all the rest of schools to close them. They
Right.
brought them in down there. They've debt loaded themselves. This little school here. Now, I will tell you, this man right here, his wife was superintendent till a year ago.
For the last 20 years, she
Yeah.
was the superintendent here.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's impressive.
that was from devotion to her school
Yeah.
Now,
That's
and her
amazing.
town.
and they
Where is
graduate.
she?
Where is she now?
Yeah.
She's at my house. Where
we
do you expect
interview
her to be? Well, 1411 190th Street.
That's out in the country, huh?
Yeah,
You're tricking.
that's
You're
6
tricking
and a half
us.
miles that way. No, so you can't interview her.
It's a long walk.
My mother-in-law worked for the school system for 6 years
Yeah, no
Here?
crud.
in Diagonal. Yeah. And
Who's your
she,
mother-in-law?
Lindell Davis.
Linda Davis, when was she here?
She retired last year. She
But
was
when
in the
was she in
preschool.
Diagonal? Last year?
No, she retired last year.
But she was
Okay.
worked here until last year.
Yeah. And
Well-
her problem was the school system, like the air that was in this, because the school is so old. She had a hard time, like allergies and everything, and that was hard for her. And then when they didn't have air, when it was too
Right,
hot,
right.
A lot of schools don't have air.
yeah,
And if you have air or you don't have air, as far as education, that's a pretty minor part of it.
I would
I
think
mean-
it would be major.
If you have an allergy, yes, but people treat allergies.
Yeah,
And so if you're going to live in Diagonal, Iowa, and the windows are open, you're going to get the air quality that
Yes.
is local to Diagonal, Iowa.
yeah,
And so so if you can't stand this air, we've had friends, all of us, that have moved to Colorado or somewhere because they can't stand the climate.
yeah.
Humidity is evil.
But it's
So
not
bad.
something that Diagonal can change. We
No, you
can't
can't
change
change
what
it.
Mother
Yeah.
Nature's putting through our windows.
Yeah.
Well, I won't speak of the school again, but you go down there and they're going to, what, 7 to 10 kids graduate every year? Pretty
Yeah,
small. Pretty
yep,
small, something
yep.
like that. Okay.
Some years you might have 12 or 13, some years you might have 6.
My boy goes
Okay.
to Union.
But now, you ought to realize, we don't have all the problems the big schools have got.
No.
There's no bullying down here. You ought to see these kids operate down here. There's kids that are just a little short of talent. Some of them might be a little more short of talent. But they're included in everything.
Yes.
I've just truly been amazed at that, how
Yeah.
the stronger kids in the class grab them kids and bring them on. Now, then you want to talk about education, go down there and see where these kids go to college at. They
Yeah.
can get into every school, any school they want
Can I
into.
ask you this?
And we have a lot of professional, very professional people. Out of that small number of people,
Yeah.
they're very, very well educated and move into doctor's degrees and stuff that you're.
So let me ask you this. So Trump came out and he was like, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the schools back in the state's hands. That's the first thing he's going to do when he,
That'd
I mean-
probably be good.
yeah. Because he's like, Iowa will succeed. And there's like 14 states that will succeed, and there are others that won't.
But see, this is where you've got your Republican standing here and your Democrat standing here.
Yeah.
And
I never understood that.
if you're putting it back in the state, well, we have realized in the last couple of years that our state, our governor, is not putting money toward the public schools.
Yeah.
That's why we have this year, everybody that wants to open enroll to a private school, parochial school, whatever, gets the same money going to them as they would in a public school.
Yeah.
And there was nothing to buffer it for the public schools.
Exactly. I don't understand the Republican and the Democrats. I don't understand why we just can't all be on the same page.
Well, we can, and
They're friends.
we're
I know, but
talking
that's-
together,
That's rare.
but
I know,
we
but
just
that's
have
what you
two
do.
different sides to
We
it.
could
Yeah.
draw against each other, though.
Yeah.
Dude, he's taking steps. He's taking steps.
Nice talk.
Thank you guys. Have a
Yes.
blessed day. Proper.